What's up, everybody? Dog 1985. There's levels to this. All right, guys. I got a quick video for you guys. Let's talk about HellDivers 2 from the perspective of an Xbox fan, right? What does that even mean? I don't know. You take it however you want to take it. Pretty much Xbox fans are the ones that really know about multiplayer games and whether or not a multiplayer game is good. If you ask a PlayStation fan whether or not a multiplayer game is good, they have no idea because that's not what they specialize in. That's not what they play. They only play in single action, single person, person over the shoulder, single player action movie like quick time event type of games. So don't take their opinion. And that's why you're seeing people on the PlayStation side running with HellDivers as if it's the best thing since sliced bread, right? Because they're not used to playing real multiplayer games. With that being said, I know you got hurt in your feelings and you're already typing. Listen to what I'm about to say. Get out of your emotions. HellDivers 2 is a good game. There you go. I said it. HellDivers 2 is a good game. HellDivers 2 looks good enough. Doesn't look great, but it looks good enough. HellDivers 2 plays good enough. Don't act like it's the greatest controls in the world. It plays good enough. The controls are a little wonky. You kind of got to get used to them. You can't jump. Again, I don't know if it's a Sony thing, but you can't jump in this game. But plays good enough. The story doesn't really have a story, but it's a multiplayer game. But the story is good enough for you to understand what it is. You're trying to save democracy, all that stuff. Good enough, right? The mission variants, like the different objectives that you have to do, for right now, I've only played it for 6.9 hours, I think is what I got in the game. And I've only played it multiplayer, meaning I've only played it with my kids, with my family. Actually, Lion, shout out to Lion. Lion hopped on the game with us as well, and we had a lot of fun, okay? This is where HellDivers 2 shines. You ready? HellDivers 2, as of right now, is a fun game. Meaning when you're playing the game, you're enjoying the game. And when you play video games, that's the most important thing, is are you having fun? So yes, it's a fun game. So that's why I'm telling you it's a good game, okay? There's something missing. There's something off. Even my son says it. We can't pinpoint exactly what it is. But there's something about the game that it's just not quite there. Essentially, right now, it's the beginning stage of the game. You're either fighting bugs or you're fighting robots. That's it. But in reality, it's the same thing, except that the robots can shoot back at you. But for instance, there's these missions where you have to stop the bugs from coming out of these holes, and you got to throw grenades into those holes to cover up those holes and blow them up. Well, the robot missions that are like that are exactly the same, except it's a building and you got to throw the grenade into vents. But it's exactly the same, rinse and repeat, okay? But it's still fun. And the repetitiveness, you don't always need something new, right? So, for instance, for me as a Halo fan, I only play ranked. So when people were talking about all this other stuff was coming to Halo, all that stuff, I didn't care. I only play ranked. When I play Apex Legends, which is my favorite first-person shooter, when I play Apex Legends, I only play trios. And trios ranked at that. Whenever they come up with all these other modes and stuff, like, that's not my thing. So I don't need a crazy variety of game modes or objectives or things to do, right? Like I don't need that. As long as what your main objectives are fun, then that's good to go. And so far, again, the game is fun. Looks good, plays well, the sound is good, right? It doesn't hold your hand, which is, again, not typical for a PlayStation game. It doesn't have a Atreus running around telling you exactly what to do. You kind of got to figure things out. And I like that about the game. It is not, I don't know where people are getting this. It is not a free-to-play, it's not a pay-to-win game. I don't think it is at all. Like, I was able to get currency for everything that I wanted by simply just playing the game. Could you pay and get more stuff? Sure, but do you have to? Not from what I see right now. Not from what I see, okay? So again, HellDivers 2 is a good game. I think Sony did a good job picking this game. Arrowhead, whoever the producers are, the developers are, whatever, they did a good job. And I think the best thing they could have done was made sure that it dropped day and day on PC, because if it wasn't for PC, we don't know how this game would be doing. PlayStation fans right now are using PC numbers. They're using Steam numbers. No, I haven't seen one person say how many gamers on PlayStation are actually playing this game. But I'm going to assume it's a lot because you can't even get into the game. And that's a big problem with the game right now. The servers are constantly down. Now, Me and my family, we have been lucky. Every time we try to play, for the most part, we've gotten in. Right now, when I came to make this video, the servers were down, and yesterday they were down for a little bit. We couldn't get in, but you just let it keep going and then eventually get in. Yes, that's a problem because you are paying $40 for this game, and if you're on PlayStation, you're also playing to be able to play online, and to not be able to get into the game, it's not like you can play the game offline. And yeah, that's a huge problem. They need to fix that. Maybe they didn't anticipate how many people would actually be playing this game. This game is a success. It can't be denied. That's a great job for Sony. Great job for Sony. So overall, I think the game is good. I'm not even gonna hate on the game. There's nothing to hate on the game. Is it as great as everybody else is saying? Try it out for yourself. Like I told you, the best experience is your experience. Okay. Play it with a team. I'm telling you right now, I think most people would agree with me. The game is a lot more enjoyable when you're playing with people that you know, with teammates. I haven't seen one person play this game by themselves and actually say that they enjoy it. But again, to each their own. DocDog1985, there's levels to this. So before you get upset, remember what I said. HellDivers 2 is good. And the best place to play it is on PC, not a PlayStation 5. We out. Peace.